Hi. Uh, in this video tutorial, which will be a bonus video, we'll do some Linux propaganda basically. In particular, by this point, I've showed you the basic Linux commands. I've talked a bit about having Linux as your daily driver, and I've primarily focused on just showing off showing off the fact that it can look nice. Um, and in this video, we'll sort of put some of these. I'll just give an example of what I would do in my daily use, where I would use, my particular setup, the fact that I'm using the text interface, and so on. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So what I want to do is I want to go to. Let me first get there. Okay, so here I have the text that I used sort of as a script for the introductory video, and I realized that it's a bit boring to just look at my face while I'm flapping around, and instead I wanna have a presentation by my side basically while I'm doing that. And I have this text here, and I'm gonna do some magic, hopefully, and create a presentation. I will do the presentation in LaTeX, in Beamer, which is also just plain text. So somehow we're gonna take this text and transform it into a PDF presentation. Okay, so first thing, this is not exactly good for Markdown. It looks ugly, so let's just switch this into, it could be enumerated, why not? Oh, bam, I just delete this. Have this bonus part, that's a tab, that's fine. And here, let's do this. Now I'll input, wait. No, there's a better way. In a second, I want to do the enumeration. Now, of course, you could just do it manually. I want to show off that you could add a bunch of numbers relatively quickly. How much do we have for 5 things? Okay. Then go here. I add a dot to the end. And then I can, oopsie. The way I should have done it. It's like this. There we go. Okay. So this is like a sort of a program. I'm using Vim basically to program the text editing that I have going on. And here we'll just have it like this. Okay, now it looks good in Markdown, and let's turn this into a presentation. Now, normally what I like doing is I just create an intro, create a directory, and I have a template ready-made just for cases like this so that I don't have to start from scratch. Now I know exactly where I keep it. I'll do it this way to copy everything. Let's put it there. Oh, I should have. No, it's not called show key. It's called. I have some application to show the keys. I forgot what the name of it was. Cache CSH history. Show key. Screen key. Okay. Screen key. There we go. Now we have the keys. You didn't miss anything so far. It was just sort of relatively basic Python, but Vim. But now we'll do something a bit extra. Wait. No, it's good. How do I get this? Sometimes this program confuses me. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. It's difficult to do stuff if you can't see them. Okay. Anyway, So I've copied the presentation that I have. Let's just compile it real quick, the empty thing, see what we are working with. Okay. That's it. So I gotta change the title. This is fine. And I have some empty placeholders here. Okay, let's put it like this. Let's make it less ugly. Now what? Now I open the presentation tech. And I first want to change this title. Introduction to software in robotics. Okay, that's good. Now let's navigate to these frames. Usually I keep some sort of, there's other types of frames, I just keep these commented out for reference in case I'll need them, but I think we'll get away with the empty title. I also have some snippets that generate things for me with the Control K. The package for this is called Ultisnips, and you can get some default snippets if you install Vim snippets. Okay. Now, yeah, I don't publish my snippets, but they're very easy to define. Like, let's say I wanted to just change this ding. This ding will be, it should be here already. Yeah, it's just empty text, right? Now I know where I keep all my snippets, so we'll be in. I think I opened this. No, I'm pretty sure I opened this already. Relatively. Of course, I had to remember how to do presentations in Beamer. Okay, this is where this snippet would be defined. And then if I wanted to change this ding to something else, I would just change this here and this would automatically work. So, you know, it's a very, very simple syntax for these snippets. Okay, but I think I don't need any of them. Let's quickly open up this markdown thing that we had. Okay, didn't change anything, good. So my rough idea for this is, okay, I don't need any of that. The first section, let's see. What do I have here? Do I need a presentation for this part? No, I think I'll go without a presentation for this part, and I'll just want a presentation for the details, really, just to make it a bit more different. Okay, so let's call these sections what they are. Maybe. Something like that. Okay. And now that we have this out of the way, I sort of, now of course this is a relatively small thing. We don't, you know, you could just do all of this manually, but I mean, number one, it's no fun. But secondly, you know, sometimes you would have some structured text like this that would be way longer, right? And then you would profit massively for sort of automating this process. So my idea here is the following. Let's take this and create a slide out of it, and then hopefully I'll do it in such a way that I can just repeat the same commands for these other two things and get slides from that too. Okay, so let's create a macro, and I do want to start here. Call this macro. I think I'll do it in like more macros just to be safe, so that I don't have to edit them. You can edit them, but it's annoying. And that would be T. So now I'm recording T. Let's make sure that we're starting at the beginning. Go to the first word. Enter visual mode, go to the end. Do not pick up the new line symbol. Yank this. Go over to the second part. Okay, it should have been here. Hopefully that won't break anything. Now I have to remember it did went 2 steps down. Maybe. Yeah, okay, this is better. Now I went down by a paragraph. Let's call this thing frame. And then in it I would paste the yeah, this title that I have already. Okay, I don't need anything more, I don't think. Let's try a bit more space. Now let's see if this will work. There we go, now I have a frame for Python. Oops. And let's add this frame too. Okay, now I know that LaTeX hates underscores, so let's keep them this way. And now let's turn these things into tabs. Now there's 2 ways to do it. Well, let's see, what would be the simplest way? You gotta think about these things a little bit, massage them, sort of think before you act. Okay, so with the motion keys, I can get there, that's good. I had a small break to think about what's pedagogically the best. And I decided, you know, let's try to not complicate things too much. So I don't even remember what was the let's just start over with this. So looked something like that. Okay. Now let's re-record the C. Now we did it this way. Copied that, went over here, pasted it there. And now let's Control W, go all the way down. 1 step to the left. It doesn't want to do 1 step to the left and do it. Let's do it this way. And now just put in. Oh, I see what I forgot to do. Okay, I forgot to add the enumerate thing. So that would be QC. Start here. I hit it with item. I don't have the ding in this snippet, but we'll live without the ding. I'll just put it in later. Okay, and I don't want this item. Okay. No bueno again. Let's try it one more time. QC item. Open that. Delete until the beginning. Go to the next thing. We go down, yank this, go back, paste it. Now to the top, delete this, so it's probably gonna stay here for all of it. Now let's go down, oops. I want to do it in visual mode. Well, I want to do it in visual block mode. Go down, 1 up, 2 to the 1 to the left, change item, like this. Okay, now I have items, and let's call it a day. With that, now here I would need to do this to have it good. This might not ideal, but this is like slightly different. I don't want to, think too much about how do I specialize this. I just want to see whether it would work on here. So this is my initial point. This is my initial point. I could, find this one programmatically, but the idea is you don't want to over-engineer everything. That's why I sort of stopped to see, do I want to over-engineer a bit to show off the Vim, or do I want to keep it simple the way I would do it normally? And I just decided, let's do it the way I would do it normally. So anyway. Oh, it stopped with the visual block, but it was almost what I wanted out of this small macro. So let's just finish it off the way it was. I will live with what I have accomplished, and bam. Now let's see, the presentation doesn't work. Oh, and that's because of these underscores. Let's see, are you happy now? It's happy now. What do we have? Okay, it's ugly as sin. Let's fix that really quickly. So I know I have these ding things. That's the only thing I want here. Can just slap that onto this. Let's do it this. Oh no, I forgot in which register this was, but let's just do it again. There we go. Okay, now I should have nicer things. I automatically compile the LaTeX when I write something. What do we gotta do? Okay, I can do this immediately. I can add an item so that it's like a sub list of, well, you'll just see what I want with this. There we go. Again, no dings. There we go. Now with the dings, let's delete these guys. There we go. Maybe add a different thing just to make this a bit prettier. Or different rather. There we go. Now there we have some visual distinction. And now the problem is all of these points come immediately. And I know that if I want to add a pause between them, then well, I need the \pause in here like this. Okay, so let's add it in a sort of a with a macro. I just put this in Q, that's my default. Let's find the next word item, maybe like this. Like this. Okay, found it, go up, just put in pause. And I want to chain these, so I want to find the next item and then just go to the end, let's say. So now when it hits the next item again, it's going to find the one in the line below. Okay, so Q. These can all stay here as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, and let's do it 5 times, repeat the Q thing. 2 times repeat the Q thing? No. Okay, didn't like chaining this particular thing. I don't know why. There we go. It went a bit too far, so maybe let's just add 3. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, add another one, that's it. And we're done. Let's look at our presentation now. That's good. This is exactly what I wanted. Great. And the idea now is I have these snippets saved, and I can reuse them when I close and open Vim. They will be saved, so I can turn the other markdowns that have a similar structure and make more presentations out of my markdown files. So this would be like a real example of how you can, very quickly do something, provided you have a structured text input. Just say goodbye. All right, that was it for this. I hope you're now inspired to learn a bit more Vim, because I do think it's cool. All right, see you.